Hello friends, today we'll discuss about the difference between RDD, data frame and data set. So in this picture you can see that both are present. So RDD represent the functional programming and RDD is a type safe. But both data set and data frames represent the relational kind of thing. And data frame has the catalyst, query optimization and sorting shuffling. It does the sorting shuffling of data without deserialization. So RDD has few functionalities and data frame has few functionalities. The basic difference in RDD and data frame is data frames has the schema and RDD does not have a schema, and RDD is type safe and data frame is not type safe, but data set complete contains everything. So data set has all the optimization which belongs to RDD and optimization which belongs to data frame as well. Now, so what is the meaning of type safe? So here you can see that I have a class of I have a point class with two coordinates x and y, and I have created an array of these 2 points 1 comma 4 and 2 comma 5. Now this class has the variable x and y. So I am creating the data frame over this array d dot to data frame, and I am filtering that. Give me the number of points for which x is greater than 1. Now, instead of this x, I can use z here as well. So if I use z is greater than 1, still this line will not throw an error at compile time because I am using a string expression. But similar thing cannot be done in dataset and RDD. In RDD, you can see that I am using p.x is greater than 1. This is not a string expression. So if I use the p.z is greater than 1 here, then it will throw the error at compile time. So this is called the type safe. So data frames are not type safe at compile time, but RDDs are type safe at compile time. And in data set, you can see that similar type safe kind of thing is present. So P greater than P belongs to P dot X is greater than 1. So data set is also type safe. So data set inherit this property from RDD, and data set also contains the schema and inherit this property from data frame. Both dataset and data frame has the catalyst. So this catalyst used in the SQL optimization in Spark SQL, and this and catalyst convert the data into form of rows. So this is row oriented representation of data. Okay. Similarly, in RDD also you have the row oriented data, but no optimization is there. So in data frame and data set, there is a catalyst optimizer which actually optimize the processing. Now we have discussed a lot about the RDD. RDD represents the distributed data. RDD is immutable. So why RDD is immutable? Because to maintain the consistency in computation, that's why RDD is immutable. RDD is fault tolerant. So RDD in itself is a fault tolerance. We know that Hadoop is fault tolerant. So let's say if you create your RDD over the HDFS data, so HDFS in itself is a fault tolerance, and you created the RDD over that fault tolerant data, then you will get the two times fault tolerance, one from the HDFS, one from the RDD. So let's say if you lost your data somewhere, then you can again create an RDD. Okay, RDD itself a fault tolerant. If you read it, in case of we lose some partition of RDD, we can replay the transformation of that partition in lineage to achieve the same computation rather than doing the data replication along multiple nodes. So you need not to replicate the data again. In Hadoop, we need to replicate the data, but here we can recompute the RDD. RDD is lazy evaluation. We have discussed this a lot in my previous videos. Functional transformation, RDD has different kind of transformation and action. And RDD has data formats, processing formats. No inbuilt optimization engine. We have already discussed that data frame and data set has the optimization engine, but RDD does not have the optimization engine. And RDD does not support the unstructured data, support the structured data. But data set support everything. Data frame supports the unstructured data, RDD supports the unstructured data, and RDD do not infer the schema. But in data set, you can do everything. Infer schema means you cannot apply the schema over your data. That's called the infer schema. Now, data frame. So the PROS is Spark's Catalyst Optimizer can then execute. Looks like a RDMS table. Use this input to optimize the query. So data frame it looks like a RDMS table. It has data and schema both, and Catalyst Optimizer use this information to optimize the query. Cons are data frames have few limitation which we have already discussed. It is not a type safe. So type safe means if you write an expression, there's, then data frame cannot throw the error during the compile time. In this example, you can also see that I have a person class with name and an age, but here I am filtering the persons on the basis of salary, but salary does not belong to person class. So this statement will not throw error at the compile time. This will throw error at the runtime. Now data set provide best of both RDD and data frame. We have already discussed that. RDD, which is a functional programming, type safe, and data frame, which is a relational model, query optimization. So both belongs to dataset. Encoders. With the use of encoders, it is easy to convert any JVM object into a dataset, allowing user to work with both structured and unstructured data, unlike data frame. Programming language supported. Dataset API is currently only available in Scala and Java. Python and R are currently not supported in Spark version 1.6. Python support is slated for Java version 2. Type safety. Dataset API provides compile time safety, which was not available in data frames. In this example, we can see that. So I have already discussed this. If you look into that, I have a person class with a name and an age. So I cannot do filter on salary. I can do filter on age, but I cannot do filter on salary. Okay. Now dataset API limitation. Dataset has few limitation. So it requires typecasting to string or int. What does it mean? Querying the data from dataset currently requires us to specify the fields in class as a string. Once we have queried the data, we are forced to cast column. Let's say I have two columns. In person class, I have two columns, name and age. And age type is a string and age name is a string type, age is int type. When I select one particular column from the data set, then I need to cast the data into its actual type. So it's representing you are fetching the data for column name, but you need to cast it into the string. Again, you are fetching the column for age and you need to cast it. This is the two representation for fetching the column from the data set. One is the you can write col and double quotes you can write its name, variable name, and second one you can use dollar and name. Okay. And what is the meaning of collect? Collects means it will collect all the data from the data set onto the local machine. Now in next video we'll discuss few transformation. So there are basic RDDs transformation, pair RDD transformation. So the transformation which belongs to basic RDD as map, flat map, map partition, filter, union, distinct, union, interaction, and subtract. And these are few RDDs which belongs to few transformation belongs to pair RDD. So thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.